Get up, you son of a bitch! Cause Punch Drunk loves you.
Yeah, baby, you already know this is Punch Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself, aka El Adobo, aka El Sazón, aka El Borracho, aka El Café Bustelo, aka El Pastor de Boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you at this side of heaven. God bless you all. Man, it's been a long while. It's been a long while since your boy Punch Drunk went live. But a lot of videos was thrown now. A lot of topics is out there. Shout out to all the modern day warriors, modern day gladiators, the one that put their life on the line for pure entertainment. Man, a lot of events coming through fruition. July 19th is going to be an epic day in the sport of boxing. We got Manny Pacquiao, the 8th Division World Champion, 5-time lineal, 12-time World Champion, the ambassador, the senator, the humanitarian, the greatest karaoke singer of them all. The GOAT, Manny Pacquiao back in the ring versus Mario Barrios. The WBC did him a favor and stuff like that because of his accolades and ranked the number 5, which allows Mario Barrios to defend his world title. What else? We got a potential fight, Turki Al-Sheikh, a.k.a. Aladdin, a.k.a. Yala la 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 la, a.k.a. the ATM of the sport of boxing, a.k.a. Banco Popular, Chase, Bank of America, Turki Al-Sheikh. Once is interested in showcasing Teofimo Lopez, the 2-division lineal champion of the world, the captain of the generation, the commander-in-chief, Teofimo Lopez versus the unified champion, lineal champion in the welterweight division, phenom in 147-pound division, Jerome Boots Ennis. That's going to be a good matchup. I've been putting out a lot of videos about that matchup because I do believe that the stars have aligned itself. Y'all already know, y'all been following the channel. Jerome Boots Ennis, 2015 Golden Glove national winners in the junior welterweight division, and Teofimo Lopez with a 2015 Golden Glove lightweight champion of the world. 10 years later, we're in 2025, and both of these guys are in the same position. As you all know, that Teofimo Lopez won the USA Olympic trials, and Jerome Boots Ennis was Olympic alternate. So, man, the speed, the power, the athleticism, the twitch muscle, and stuff like that, man, I'm saying like this ain't nothing. That's the peak in the sport of boxing of this young generation. Jerome Boots Ennis and Teofimo Lopez. Hopefully, they in negotiations, and hopefully they lock that deal done. But of course, there is a Devin Haney that beat Jose Ramirez. Devin Haney, 2-division champion, lightweight undisputed. Might not have a blemish on his resume, but we all know that Ryan Garcia did beat Devin the Dream Haney. Ryan Garcia did lose to Rolly Romero. Both of these guys don't have great momentum. I'm not talking about the winning column because Devin Haney is still undefeated on BoxRec. But in terms of performances, I think that it wasn't a good outing for Devin Haney. To have that, to sustain a momentum in which people want to see him with another potential great a fighter of his young generation. And that's why we're talking about the Teofimo Lopez and Jerome Boots Ennis. And shout out to all the fathers. What's good? Lono's boxing in the building. We got Hitchens versus George Cambosa as well. You know what I'm saying? In June, Richardson Hitchens, the IBF junior welterweight champion. What else we got? We got George versus George Cambosa in Madison Square Garden. We got Edgar Berlanga. Edgar Berlanga going to be facing Shiraz. We got Shakur Stevenson going to be facing William Cepeda. We got Puello versus Matias, and we're going to be talking about that fight a little bit more because, of course, there's a dynamic of Boricua versus Dominicans and stuff like that, especially in this side of the pond in the East Coast. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you like this. If Subriel Matias gets to talking and Puello gets to talking, you're going to see, we do have a lot of similarities, a lot of camaraderies and stuff like that. We are first cousins, but we're highly competitive, especially in the baseball field. But we could be competitive in the square circle. You already know that Puerto Rican has a prestige legacy in the sport of boxing, a rich tradition in which Puerto Rican rivalry is the Mexican. But I'm gonna tell you like this, it could create a new rivalry especially in New York City, this side of America, in Boston, PA, East Coast, Dominican, Puerto Rican, has a tradition rivalry, not in boxing, but it has a traditional rivalry. Shout out to Lone Nose Boxing in the building, one of the members of Punch Drunk Boxing. Let's go, baby. Said, I heard another channel that Boots said he isn't motivated to fight. Now that was Eddie Hearn that said maybe Boots may not be motivated. That has nothing to do with Jerome Boots and is not being motivated. Is Jerome Boots and is motivated by money? Yes. Is Jerome Boots and is motivated to fight? Yeah. Is Jerome Boots and is motivated to fight? To fight the best guy that could be in his resume. He got to be motivated like that. He fighting another lineal champion. He fighting another pound for pound. Has Boots Ennis fought another pound for pound fighter before? No. Has Jerome Boots Ennis fought a champion, a champion quite like Teofimo Lopez? No. Has Boots Ennis ever got in the ring with somebody athleticism and speed and power like a Teofimo Lopez? No. So I think that Jerome Boots Ennis is ready to go. I think that people around him need to stop trying to babysit and stop trying to create this narrative of all these young fighters. I know sometimes you're influenced by your circle. And if Jerome Boots Ennis is influenced by his circle because they don't like T.O. and they're saying, yo, Boots, man, don't fight no T.O., bro. Forget about T.O., bro. Don't fight that dude, man. Forget that. Come on, then. And then Boots is going to be like, yeah. These guys are young. Most of the guys ain't street. So they get motivated real well by street dudes or by people outside of the ring. Man, forget about T.O., man. If you give him a fight, then you know what I'm saying, that he gonna get paid. You know what I'm saying? So that's the narrative going around. But Jerome Boots Ennis, the best guy that he could fight right now is Teofimo Lopez. The best guy Teofimo Lopez could fight right now is Jerome Boots Ennis. Both of these guys have momentum going into that fight. Both of these guys is lineal. Both of these guys are fast. Both of these guys are offensive prone. Both of these guys got the twitch muscle, the power, the twitch, the defense, the reflex, the showmanship. Man, this is the best fight we could have. This is the best matchup in the sport of boxing. This is the best matchup in the sport of boxing. Outside of Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor, they're going to be performing July 11th. Can't wait. Madison Square Garden, Amanda Serrano, the greatest woman that ever laced them up versus the Trailblazer. Arguably another greatest woman that ever laced them up in Katie Taylor. The trilogy, the most anticipated trilogy in the sport of boxing. Can't wait for that matchup. Yeah, man. But we're going to be talking about Devin Haney as well. Shout out to Devin Haney. Shout out to Bill Haney. Now, y'all already know, y'all been familiar with the channel. I always say that fatherhood is prominent in the sport of boxing. I do support the dynamic of father and son, the collaboration. I love it. But I think that, Bill Haney, I see him going out there doing interviews and stuff like that, and he needs to promote. He needs to keep that Turki Al-Sheikh paper alive. Because after that performance versus Jose Ramirez, Turki Al-Sheikh is not. This is not what I paid for. I understand that I had a matchup for you, Devin Haney, face Jose Ramirez, a respectable contender. And I understand that Ryan Garcia, you were supposed to be rolling. I was rolling the dice. And both of you embarrassed me in front of my rich friends in Times Square. I would never do an event, let alone with you two like this. I should have just put you both in the ring, but I wanted to create something special. I wanted to create an anticipation, and both of you dropped the ball. Both of you robbed me. That's the way that I feel. Turki Al-Sheikh got mad at the performance. What did this? Turki Al-Sheikh, yo, Turki, wake up the fighters. What happened? Oh my goodness. How do you fall asleep on Times Square, bro? And I mean, let me say it like this. Anyway, in New York City, that's the hardest place to just fall asleep. There's too much traffic, too much noise. Beep, 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 beep. Cops around, tourists around, flashing. You know what I'm saying? The cowboy, the naked cowboy with the guitar. We have a boxing event in Times Square. You can't even sleep in Times Square. How the hell does Devin Haney put the whole Times Square to sleep? We in a city that never sleeps. Yo, New York City is the city that never sleeps, and that's why Devin Haney is special. Devin Haney is special. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you like this. Devin Haney is special because Devin Haney put the heart of New York City, Times Square, New York City. Devin Haney came to my city, the city that never sleeps, and put everybody to sleep on Times Square. That is special to me. Ladies and gentlemen, that is special. I mean, no lights be turning off. The lights is always bright. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Devin Haney managed to put Times Square to sleep, bruh. Never done before. You could close Times Square, but you can't shut the lights off. It's always noisy. They cleaning the streets. Something is always moving. You never see just an empty Times Square. That's special right there. But that's the kind of special. That's the kind of special that people are debating and having dialogues about the style of Devin the Dream Haney. Now, nobody can knock his accomplishment. Nobody can knock his accomplishment. And I know that there's going to be people out there, but Jose Ramirez need to bring the fight. Jose Ramirez is supposed to make the adjustments. Jose Ramirez was not even in no promo. This is not for us to see where Jose Ramirez was at. This was all about where is Devin Haney after he got beaten from pillar to post by Ryan Garcia. This was about where Ryan Garcia is at after a year layoff. This was about Teofimo Lopez and Honor Barbosa. Is he going to fight? Is he going to fight to the level of his competition? This has nothing to do with Honor Barbosa, really. This had nothing to do with Jose Ramirez, and this really ain't had nothing to do with Rolly. In the commercial leading up to the Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez and the Times Square card, there was a commercial, and put it this way, they even snubbed a team from Lopez. They only had like 2 seconds that he on the beach and stuff like that. This is all about Ryan Garcia and Devin the Dream Haney. I'm tired of this. Well, if these guys take the fight they got to make the adjustments. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney or like guys like Shakur Stevens only. Now stop that. If you the A side, well, damn it, fight like you the damn A side in the ring. I'm tired of all this A side. I'm told you I'm the money guy, but then when you get in the ring, you fight like you the scary guy. Is the A side mean scary guy? You get paid millions, baby. You get paid millions. If you want to perform like that, go down to the end and spar your way. Do whatever you want to do in sparring. Don't tell me when the brights is. Don't tell me that you train 10. Don't tell me that you have a 10-week training camp, and then the brights are light. And the people are paying, and this is what you're gonna do. Nah, that's a slap in the face. Yes, and I agree with Bobby Aram, aka Dinosaur, aka Jurassic Park, aka got like 5 more years to live because he's smoking that good shit that's giving him longevity. Goddamn, I agree with Bob Aram. Damn, his faculties is all lit. He said that's a disgrace. That's a disgrace. I mean, Devin Haney is a good fighter, but the performance that he gave with Jose Ramirez is a disgrace to boxing. It is. It's a slap in the face. You know what's happening right now? That people in the sport of boxing are just slapping on faces and stuff like that, spitting it on faces, and they laughing. They laughing. That's the sad part about it. They laughing at us. They laughing at us. Think about it. We needed to, and look, you know I don't complain about pay-per-view. He said a win is a win. Yeah, right. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of that say so. I'm tired of the win is a win. I'm tired of the yo, hit and not get hit. Shut the hell up, baby. What you talking about hit and not get hit? Huh? You play tag, you're it, man. You don't know how to play hot piece of butter or something like that. Stop, man. In the end of the day, we want to see a fight. If you ain't trying to give us a fight, I don't want to see you. If you ain't trying to give us a fight, I don't want to see you. They say this is the hurt game, too. We have a lot of terminology when it comes to the sport of boxing. We have a lot of terminology. We say, is the sweet science. Well, damn it, if that was the sweet science, then boxing was never going to reach to the level that boxing has reached here in America or abroad. If that was a sweet science, boxing would never be the #1 sport in America for almost 80 years. It would never be one of the main sports outside of soccer in the UK for a damn century. If that was the form of if that's the sweet science, boxing wouldn't be a thing. Boxing wouldn't be a thing. What you call that little fencing? Fencing. That's more entertainment. I'd rather watch fencing. Ching, 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 come here, sorrow. Ching, ching. I'd rather see that. But let me say it like this. He's done a wonderful job to put himself in position. But you know why I'm more intrigued with DHP? I'm more entertained by Bill Haney. Let me tell you like this. The reason why Devin Haney is relevant right now, the reason why Devin Haney is relevant, whether you love him, whether you hate him, is because of Bill Haney. I'm more entertained by Bill Haney. If you were to choose me, what I'd rather have, Bill or Devin, I say Bill. Some people be like, well, if there's no Devin, there won't be no Bill. Nah, there will be a Bill. I'd rather have Bill than Devin. Bill is a better talker. He's entertainment, and he know how to stay relevant. See, I can't remember the last interview I seen with Devin the Dream Haney. I can't remember the last interview I seen with Devin Haney, and it was like headlines, and everybody's talking about it. Like, yo, my man, did you hear what Devin Haney said? When's the last time? No, for real. When was the last time y'all seen a Devin Haney interview, and y'all be like, yo, you heard what he said? He's very underwhelming, not only in the ring, but in the mic. He's underwhelming the way he promotes. He's underwhelming the way he fights. I'm more intrigued by Bill. Bill is the star of DHP, and Devin Haney is a feature. He's a co-star. Y'all agree with me or not? I'm being real. I like the dynamic. I would like Devin Haney to keep Bill Haney. I'm not this guy that be like, yo, fire the father. Fire. No. I want all the fathers to stay. I've done a wonderful job. I want Virgil Ortiz Sr. to stay in his son's corner. I want Teofimo Lopez Sr. to stay in his son's corner. I want Bill Haney to stay in his son's corner. I want and even the fathers that's not the head trainer, I want Henry Garcia to stay in the son's corner. I want just like Earl Spence Sr. Earl Spence Sr. is in his son's corner. Never left his corner since he was 15 years old. Earl Spence is always, Derrick James is the trainer, but Earl Spence Sr. never left his corner. Even Jamel Charlo. Go watch Jamel Charlo versus Brian Castano and check who he was hugging, who had his belt, who he was hugging. Yes, his dad. Jamel Charlo, the Charlo brothers. His father is the one that taught them how to fight. Maybe not the head trainer, but they're there in the corner. Shout out to all the fathers in the sport of boxing. I don't want Bill to go. See, look right now. After that performance, we're not listening to Devin the Dream Haney. He got nothing to say. But we listen to Bill because Bill got to hustle. Let me say it like this. Bill right now has to hustle, has to convince more than anything, anytime ever in the sport of boxing. Bill got to put his hustler cap on, and he a hustler. He's very convincing. And I like that about Bill. I know that people may say, yo, Punch, you always criticizing and stuff like that, Devin Haney and stuff like that. I like Bill. Bill is entertainment. I don't give a damn if they like me or not. That's what I notice in this community. I don't care if people like me or not. At the end of the day, you know what they want me to, you know what's hard for people to tell me though? That I rarely never hear. And I know y'all gonna start saying it now because the people are hard-headed when they be like, yo, you never say that. You know what I rarely hear? I got a lot of haters. But you know what I rarely hear in like the 6 years I've been doing this Punch Wrong Boxing on YouTube? Yo, Punch, you're a liar. I never, it has to be somebody that be like, oh my God, the truth hurts so much that you're lying. Stop. They tell me to stop. They tell me to stop supporting this. They tell me, yo, Punch, you crazy. They tell me, yo, Punch, you drunk. They tell me you were drunk on the mic. But let me tell you like this. They never say, yo, Punch, you a liar. Nah. Nope. Is Devin Haney an accomplished fighter? Yes. Is Devin Haney a boring fighter? Yes. Am I lying? You may hate that I say it. You may hate that I say that, damn, Devin Haney is boring. He's NyQuil. I did videos. I've been saying that shit for years. That's not a lie. You may not like what I'm saying, but that's not a lie. Is that hate? Is that hate? If I say that Devin Haney is boring, is that hate? No, it can't be hate. It's the truth. His own peoples know it. It's even sad to see his supporters be trying to convince you that's the sweet signs is hitting, not getting hit. You don't know shit about boxing. You know shit about boxing. They try to convince you, hey, yo, Devin Haney puts his own supporters to sleep. Once the camera is off and stuff like that, they're like, damn, this shit is boring. But I like Bill, though. Devin Haney does not have fans. Devin Haney does not have fans. Devin Haney's fans are Bill Haney's fans. Any channel that promotes Devin Haney in the YTBC is because Bill Haney hits you on the line. You create a relationship and friendship with Bill that then makes you, because you support Bill and you cool with Bill, and because Bill is one of the most transparent person in the sport of boxing, and he likes to talk to the I'm not gonna say the little people, you know what I'm saying, because I don't want people to be offended, but you understand what I'm trying to say. Bill Haney could chop it up with the ESPNs of the world and could chop it up with the little YouTubers and stuff like that, and given the same type of energy, given the same transparency. That's what's great about Bill Haney. See, Bill Haney is good for this community. Bill is great for this community. You know what I'm saying? One of the most transparent person so let's put it this way. You see the channels, you see Devin Haney's entourage. Devin Haney's entourage is not a bunch of Devin Haney's peoples, it's a bunch of Bill Haney's peoples. Bill Haney orchestrates his surrounding. Bill Haney orchestrates his career. Bill Haney orchestrates the narrative around Devin the Dream Haney. I'm gonna say it like this: Devin Haney works like he's like five people. Vlad TV is not interviewing Devin Haney. It is what it is. It's not interviewing Devin Haney. Hey, shout out to Cigar Talk. Cigar Talk got 2 interviews with Bill Haney, a sit-down interview, two sit-down interview with Bill Haney, and 1 with Devin the Dream Haney. Bill Haney been on the Boxing Voice 1,200 times. How many times that Devin Haney been on the Boxing Voice? How many times that Devin Haney has showed this community love? Put it this way. How many times have Devin Haney showed us love? Even how many times that Devin Haney has been with the LDBC? How many times that Devin Haney have shown love to the LDBC for their channels? I'm not talking about be around, because at the end of the day, remember what I said. We're cool with Bill. You're not fans of Devin. You're fans of Bill. And by being a fan with Bill, by being cool with Bill, then of course, as friends, you cool. That's like my peoples. My peoples is cool with my son. My people's going to cheer for my son. If my son got a basketball game, my peoples is going to cheer my son. Yo, little nephew. Yo, little cuz. Hey, yo, little bro. But in all actuality, they're not fans of Devin Haney. Devin Haney don't quench their thirst in terms of entertainment value. You're being loyal to Bill. Bill is the most relevant Haney of all the Haneys. And I like it. He's doing what a manager's supposed to do. He's doing what a promoter's supposed to do. And he's doing what a father's supposed to do. He wears a lot of hats. If somebody's saying somebody's saying something about his son, a video or something like that, boom, he goes to that. He'll go to that channel. He'll change the narrative. He'll go to any other channel who's praising his son, who's disrespecting his son. He wants to smoke. He wants to praise. He's going to infiltrate whoever he's going to do that. You know why? Because they're independent contractors, right? They're independent. It's DHP. They don't got a machine behind them. He got to create the machine. So how does he create the machine? I'm going to go to you. I'm going to go to you. I'm going to you. I'm going to you. I'm going to you. All right, boom. You my friend. You my friend. You my friend. Hey, yo, peace. What's good? Yeah. Say this. What? We want Tio. We want Tio. We want Tio. Ringside Reaction says Bill interviews always entertaining. Bill, yeah. Whether people agree or disagree, it's the Bill Haney show. It's the Bill Haney show. I'm intrigued with Bill. I'll be honest. I'm intrigued with Bill Haney. Yo, to be honest, when I think about put it this way, when I think about Devin Haney, a potential fight with Teofimo Lopez, I'll be honest. At one point, I'm like, yo, that's a good fight. Good track record, right? Been going back and forth for a minute, right? Devin, Tio, good fight. 2 of the most accomplished young fighters of this young generation, right? Of their contemporaries. Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney is the most accomplished fighter. Those guys have got the best resumes. I understand that. But the styles, One is overwhelming. The other one is underwhelming. One doesn't have momentum right now. One has momentum right now. One always try to dare to be great. Devin Haney plays sloppy seconds. Yeah, Teofimo Lopez beat Vasily Lomachenko. He fought George Kambosos. Devin Haney beat George Kambosos, but then he beat Vasily Lomachenko. But Teofimo Lopez beat Vasily Lomachenko when he's regarded pound for pound, 1, 2, 3. You can flip it around. As a matter of fact, Devin Haney had the opportunity to fight Josh Taylor, but when people was talking about this potential fight with Josh Taylor and Devin Haney also was getting trained by Ben Davison, and he's like, "Nah, I'm not trying. I'm never gonna fight Josh Taylor." That was their thing. Do I want to see a fight with Devin the Dream Haney versus Teofimo Lopez? Yeah, down the line when they have momentum. But right now, it's Boots versus Teo. And the reason why, in the recent interview that Bill Haney did have in the Boxing Voice, I didn't catch the whole thing. I did catch a good part of it, in which I already know how Bill works and stuff like that. I already know what he's going to be putting out. I understand the people behind the scene that's going to help him out with statistics and stuff like that, just like he's been tweeting lately. Trying to compare himself that Devin Haney by the age of 26 is better than Floyd Mayweather, is better than Oscar De La Hoya, is better than Mike Tyson, is better than Julio Cesar Chavez. But he said, I know why Bill is saying this, and it's because the brick is leaving. You remember back in high school when the principal will be in the loudspeaker and he'd be the eagle has landed, and then everybody knows that the money, the paycheck for the teachers has arrived, right? The eagle has landed. Well, that eagle is flying out the building. The reason why Bill Haney is right now, he's not crashing out, but he's panicking. Bill Haney and Devin Haney is panicking right now. If you haven't noticed, let me explain. Bill Haney and Devin Haney is panicking right now. Because they know, and the world has spoken, that the way that he performed versus Jose Ramirez is not worth a dime. We also know that Devin Haney's market value crashed just like 2 weeks ago, right? In the market, right? It got picked up. But Devin Haney, remember, when Devin Haney, after the Ryan Garcia fight, they were suing Golden Boy Promotions Ryan Garcia because of you already know for what. We spoke about that for already a year, right? Suing him for everything, you know? And remember, they took it a purse bid. It was going to be a purse bid between Devin Haney versus Sando Martin. And Top Rank, I think they bid for $2.4 million. Nobody else bid. You already seen that Eddie Hearn was not feeling the Haneys like that, right? Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing, was saying basically, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, that they probably need a new manager. He likes Bill, but, you know, they got schooled in the contracts. Before going to Turkey, they was about to do business with BOK Prime. That's how bad it got. That's how bad it got. They didn't want to know a part of Ryan Garcia. Go back to the interviews. Remember that it is what it is with Mace and Cameron. When they were trying to, do you want the rematch with Ryan Garcia? Man, are we going to go back in the ring knowing that we got cheated and stuff like that? And he was trying to give that example about if an artist was getting effed over on songs or on a deal, would you go out there and record? So Devin Haney was not trying to fight Ryan Garcia. Devin Haney was not trying to fight Ryan Garcia. Bill Haney didn't want Devin Haney to fight Ryan Garcia. They were suing Golden Boy Promotions, and they were suing. They wasn't trying to get back in the ring with no Ryan Garcia. Right? But that money, Turki Al-Sheikh gave him a plan. I would give you Ryan Garcia because that's what I want. That's what I need. The only way I'll do the business with you, I would give you a fight. We will anticipate this. I'm having a special event in Times Square. You would be a part of it. You would not be the main event. It would be Ryan Garcia. But you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about cheating. I know boxing. He beat the crap out of you. All right? You would be in the co-main event. Do you understand me, Bill? Do you want to do business with a Turk? Do you want to do business with me? Okay, then fuck, go to BLK Prime. Go to that broke bitch over there in California. Or you want to do with Turk? This what are you going to do, motherfucker? Hey, don't talk. This, hold my hand. Hold my hand. This what you will do. You will drop their stupid, lazy, pussy-fied lawsuit. All right? Do you want to run? Do you want their money that I'm offering you? Yes. Because you already know that the Haneys, they money. You just give the money. They'll forget about everything. Fuck that. Yeah, Ryan Garcia could do everything he want to do and just give it the money. 600K. He suckers for the bread. But at the end of the day, it's prize fighting. A lot of people in the sport of boxing are sucker for the bread. It's a learning curve. Maybe it's a learning curve. I don't know. You to fight. Whatever that Oscar De La Hoya would beat the promoter. Oh, come on, Turk. We're suing Oscar as one go to. You shut the fuck up. Oscar De La Hoya would beat the main promoter. Do work out. Get the fuck out of Saudi. Get out. All right. Listen to me. You would be the main event to Ryan Garcia because he'd whoop your fucking ass. All right. You would the promoter would be Oscar De La Hoya. All right, you would drop the lawsuit immediately. Do you understand? All right. So, of course, they was promoting the Ryan Garcia and Devin the Dream Haney. So, you all know Devin the Dream Haney did not perform to the level of his expectation. Ryan Garcia did not perform to the level of their expectations. Everything that was promoted is down the drain. Nobody's talking about Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia. Nobody's talking about that no more. It's not a hype fight. Both Ryan Garcia fumbled the bag. And Devin Haney fumbled the interest of the fight. Because Ryan Garcia just be like, you know what? I want to fight Devin the Dream Haney. And at the end of the day, it wasn't you that whooped my ass. It was Rolly. And at the end of the day, you got to live with the ass whooping that I gave you. That's why I really didn't. I didn't understand. I don't understand this. And I don't understand why Devin and Bill celebrate when they ask for a fight and they see that potential fight lose. They celebrate. It's almost when they calling out Teofimo Lopez before the George Camboso. It makes me feel they clout chase. That's what it is. Their actions make me feel like that. It's just their action. Now, I could be wrong. They calling out Teofimo Lopez. You remember Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney was actually really promoting the fight because they're going at one another, right? And then when Teo loses, this is them.
You know! That's what we told man! That's what the fuck.
You can't, if you want Teofimo Lopez, you want Teofimo Lopez around that time. Why are you celebrating? You should be like, damn, man, he fumbled the bag, yo. Shit, that was a fight, bro. Damn. Then when Ryan Garcia is losing, right, in the fight with Rolly, you see Devin Haney like excited that, but bro, Rolly is embarrassing him. You ain't embarrassing him. Why you acting like Rolly beating Ryan? That's like if you beat Ryan. You didn't beat Ryan. That bag left you. Now, if Devin would have performed extremely well, if Devin would have performed the way that he performed versus Regis, ladies and gentlemen, if Devin says, I want Tio, the whole boxing world would be like, yeah, let's get that fight. If Bill Haney said, we want Teofimo Lopez right now, you wouldn't want Teofimo Lopez. You wanted Ryan Garcia after this fight. And y'all should still be barking for Ryan Garcia with your chest out. Right? I know why Bill Haney in a recent interview with the Boxing Voice, and that's the Gibbs, said, we want Tio. Ain't no bigger fight than for Teofimo Lopez than Devin Haney. We want Jerome Boots Ennis. You don't want no Jerome Boots Ennis. You don't want Boots. You don't want Tio. You have to hunt and ask for them now because you know your value without Turki Al-Sheikh. Your value without Turki Al-Sheikh. Let me say it again. Devin Haney's value without Turki Al-Sheikh is the same value that was on the table on the purse bid with Sando Martin. Without Turki Al-Sheikh, You a BLK prime fighter right now. Especially with that performance with Jose Ramirez. Yeah, it's a win. But we living at a time right now where fans, look, and people are going to be like, yo, there's going to be people, yo, but Punch, you was always about the fighter. You always say that legacy reigns supreme. Yes, legacy reigns supreme. But what's that catchphrase that you always say for years? That you always support the modern day warriors and modern day gladiators shit. Yeah. But listen to the whole damn phrase. We're here to preserve the modern day warriors, modern day gladiators, the one that put their lives on the line for our pure entertainment. How many years I've been saying that, folks? Nothing changed. Nothing switched up. Yo, Punch, you flip-flopping though. No. Nothing switched up. I created the channel to preserve the modern day warriors, modern day gladiators, the ones that put their life on the line for our pure entertainment. Do you think that Devin Haney puts his life on the line? No. You can step inside the ring, but that's not putting your life on the line. That style was not putting your life on the line. No. Let's switch this little narrative that we have in the sport of boxing right now. I'm tired of us always. I'm tired of the boxing world. A collective few always want to say that when we see something boring, that's the sweet sign. The hit and not get hit. Shut the F up. There's a lot of elements when it comes to signs. Mike Tyson peekaboo style with the sweet signs. Julio Cesar Chavez was sweet signs. Willie Pep was sweet signs. Muhammad Ali was sweet signs. Sugar Ray Leonard was sweet signs. Hearns was sweet signs. Hagler was sweet signs. Riddick Bowe was sweet signs. Holmes was sweet signs. Teofimo Lopez was sweet signs. Vasily Lomachenko was sweet signs. Now, y'all you know who is sweet signs. Terrence Bud Crawford is sweet signs. Canelo Alvarez. Julio Cesar where Frey Benitez. Oscar De La Hoya, Tito Trinidad. All that is a sweet science. Ain't nobody robotic and just bing. No. Every time we say that ain't the sweet signs, what you want? Rock 'em, sock 'em? You think that Mike Tyson will rock 'em, sock 'em? No. Mike Tyson will give you the peekaboo. He slip punches, boom, bam, hit you with a hook to the body, follow with an uppercut and stuff like that. I'm not gonna say that everybody is Mike Tyson, but I'm tired of your downplaying boxing when you say that the sweet signs. You always want to mention the sweet signs when we always mention that this fighter was running and boring. And stop it, folks. Stop. Fighters come and go. You don't have to throw yourself out the window to create this weak narrative that you don't even believe in. You don't even believe. There's fans out there, you don't even believe it. You don't even believe it. It's just like when people like coming to Punch Run Boxing to my channel, be like, no, yo, Punch, you gotta tell your boy Tio that he shouldn't be saying shit. You gotta tell your boy that he shouldn't be saying this. You gotta tell your boy, I ain't no damn parent. Motherfucker's a grown ass man. I don't give a damn what he said. I don't gotta tell him shit. He got social media, send him a DM. Look, you think I am an assistant? I'm Punch Run Boxing. I'm a jungle with a mic. Everybody listening to me and stuff like that. I got no importance. I got 27 people looking on anyway. What the fuck? You think my opinions? Do you think my opinion really means something? If I had an ego, I would think that my opinion really truly moves the needle. Collectively, an opinion can move the needle. One voice don't move the needle, especially out of the little voice like your boy, Mr. Moonshine. I ain't a high traffic channel. And shout out to all the high traffic channel. Shout out to everybody. There's people that make videos out of me. And their views are the best when they talk about me. Shit, I can't. Hey, yo, put it this way, man. Shit is crazy. I don't even get the views when I talk about me the way other people talk about me. I don't even get the views. Shit. You helping me out. You Punch, you're supporting the race. I supported Mike Tyson too. And he was a convicted rapist. I supported Mike Tyson too. That's my favorite fighter. Always would, always will be. And I know you like Mike Tyson too, You support Mike? Could you wait till you couldn't wait till Mike Tyson to come out of jail and stuff like that to fight Peter McNeely and get back into the elite level, huh? yo, Punch, why you supporting the shit that he be saying? I supported Mike Tyson when he said he want to eat Lennox Lewis kids. I supported Ricardo Mayorga when he was telling Fernando Vargas all the crazy is. He goes to sleep with his wife and he have his kids watching by the time he beats him and stuff like that. I was supporting Ricardo Mayorga when he slapped Shane Mosley's wife in the ass. I supported that. You emotional beta males, you crazy? This is boxing, man. You gotta have the boxing fans used to have the thickest skin of all fans of any sport. We did, man. Yo, the people that would say certain things. What's good, HLD in the building? What's good? Def the core in the building. What's good? Shout out to the members. Man, please, man. I don't give a damn. This is boxing. This is where Bernard Hopkins took the Puerto Rican flag, slammed it, and ran out. And the Puerto Ricans still love Bernard Hopkins to this day because even the boxing fans understood that this is boxing. Ricardo Mayorga smoking a cigarette and blowing in the guy's face. This is boxing. This is boxing, bruh. If this is 2025 and you getting riled up, this ain't the NBA. NBA players wish they could talk like boxers. An NBA player, man, he say I don't like a ref call. He get fined $30,000. The NBA, the NFL, that's slavery. Over here, this is free. That's why I love boxing. In boxing, you a free man. You got people snitching on Tio and tweeting the WBO strip. Mr. WBO president, did you hear what Teofimo Lopez called Mr. Terrence Crawford in his Instagram IG? He said, liquor, nigger, liquor. Take the belt away from him. Oliver, Olive. You damn beta males. You damn beta. These are grown men, bruh. This is boxing, bruh. You got grown men tweeting, sending DMs to the president of the WBO. He's in the damn boxing voice. You got people calling on, Mr. President, what do you feel about what Teofimo Lopez said? There has to be some repercussions, man. Well, I'm done with this, man. You know, he takes me back when the people usually be. He takes me back to the 60s, man. You know what I'm saying? When I hear Teofimo Lopez, it's just, I think about the K9s, man. President of the WBO, how old are you? I'm only 30. How the fuck you remember what happened? Oh no, my great grandmother told me, but I still have that type of emotion. It's just K9 never bitch your ass. Yo, Teofimo, no. I just, put it this way, man. It ain't even about, yo, Punch, why you condone? I don't condone nothing. I just like trolling the emotionals, man. That's the truth. I like trolling the emotionals. I've been talking about this. It's not even about Punch Run Boxing. If y'all was following your boy Eddie Gomez, I had a website called thetruthhurtsouch.com. I was talking about all this stuff. You think that Teofimo Lopez saying this stuff? I've been talking about that shit a long time ago, man. I've been talking about the conditions. I've been talking about self-victimhood shit for years. Dave Fernandez Colombia paso de Super Chari Party Game. Dave Fernandez, gracias de lo mío, said Punch. We need more fighters like Tio to entertain inside and outside the ring. Facts, Dave Fernandez. Appreciate you. I'm gonna tell you like this, Dave. All right, you want my my real criticism that I have for Teofimo Lopez. This is my real criticism, me, Punch Run Boxing, that I have with Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez needs to learn how to ride the wave when it's on the up and up. This is my constructive criticism, my public constructive criticism of Teofimo Lopez. When Teofimo Lopez beat Josh Taylor, the world of boxing was humbled. Teofimo Lopez could sit back, listen to the praise, and ride that "I told you so" parade. Be the nice guy. Have a smile on your face. Be happy. Thank you. Damn, Tio is back. Tio is back. That Teofimo Lopez loses to nobody. I retire. Boom. I understood. I understood where he was at emotionally, what he's going through. But that doesn't mean you have to go public with it. Doesn't mean you got to go public with it. That right there, that's your moment as a boxer. That's your moment for Teofimo, the brand. Boom. Let the world of boxing from the UK, all the legendary fighters talking about you. That beautiful performance with Josh Taylor. Let the people talk. Let the people praise. Let the endorsement comes running. That I retire announcement. That's it. I don't want to fight. Then going to ESPN. See, the thing is, then he went to ESPN. Max Kellerman, ESPN. Now, instead of people talking about the performance, the beautiful performance, now they're talking about this. Now the other channel, oh, he's cloud chasing. He's searching for attention. He's not really going to do this. He's not really going to do that. Then people see he's not riding the wave. This performance, especially in a week that high-profile fighters did not show up. Devin didn't show up. Ryan didn't show up. Canelo didn't show up. And I'm not going to say that these other guys like Jose Ramirez and shout out to Rolly. I'm not trying to diminish his win and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, people, their eyes were set on Ryan, Devin, Canelo, Inoue. They're the show. I don't expect to go to the show and I'm expecting something from the star. Right? As much as people want to be like, well, I mean, Jose Ramirez should have closed the gap and stopped her. Even put it this way, flip it around. You don't like the runner, and you don't like the guy that can't cut the ring off. Can we be fair in that? There's people that don't like the runner, don't like the people that can't cut the ring off. But people like to pick and choose which fighter. Oh, Devin Haney, I don't like that he run. Shakur Stevenson, I don't like that he run. But you didn't like that Jermaine Ortiz was running because then you was criticizing Teofimo Lopez for not cutting the ring off. See, Teofimo Lopez was the Jose Ramirez. He's the Eder de los Santos trying to make the fight. He's the Canelo Alvarez trying to make the fight. See, now y'all respect Canelo Alvarez because y'all be like, yo, William Scott was running like hell. Canelo Alvarez was trying to fight. But when Teofimo Lopez is chasing Jermaine Ortiz, but since y'all hate Teofimo Lopez, then y'all wasn't shaming the runner. But at the end of the day, Devin Haney and Bill Haney is on panic mode. Bill Haney and Devin Haney is on panic mode. They're on panic mode. Because now they have to mention Tio. They have to. We want Boots too. You don't want Boots. And you guys don't want Tio. You guys know if you don't get Ryan, if you don't convince, if Bill Haney don't go to all these channels every single day, put out these content, try to persuade the minds, because we all know this, that Turki Al-Sheikh does have people around him to tell him things like Turki Al-Sheikh is a fan like any other fan. Like, yes, Turki Al-Sheikh got the money. See, just think about it. If we had the money that Turki Al-Sheikh has, we may be putting fights that is our dream fight. I understand Turki Al-Sheikh. I understand it. I understand. He puts a fight that we all want to see, but then he puts a fight that he wants to see. No, I want to see Canelo. I don't want to see Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Bud Crawford. I don't want to see their fight. I would put their money. I would pay $200 million each if I have to see their fight. And you would have to watch it with me. Nobody asked for that fight. Nobody is asking for Canelo Alvarez versus Bud Crawford. Nobody. Nobody cares, really. They care because Turki Al-Sheikh cares. And people in the sport of boxing is going to submit to Turki Al-Sheikh. They want to be a part of the event. They're not going to criticize. They're not going to, a matter of fact, they're going to mind F themselves and be like, you know what? Yeah, I think that Terence Bud Crawford has a great chance of being Canelo Alvarez. Do you believe it? I'm not crazy. Yes, I believe that Bud Crawford will shock the world. Turki, I believe it too. I believe it. I think it's a good fight. Do you believe it? I'm telling you, it's a good fight. I believe it, Turki. You're not lying to me. Yes. No, Turki. Nah, you in Turki. You in his story, and I believe you. That's how people act. The people ain't telling the truth. It said HLD said Turki has the Haneys blocked. He's disowned them. I'm gonna tell you the truth. They're begging right now. They're begging right now. I know this, man. And I'm not saying, look, listen to me, folks. I'm not saying that Bill Haney should not do what he's doing right now. Bill Haney has to do what he's doing right now. Bill Haney is hustling his way. He needs to create the narrative. Look, Devin Haney is this and Devin Haney is that. Jose Rivera should have done this. We want Boots. We want Tio. We want them all. Because in the end of the day, they know that nobody wants that fight no more. Nobody wants to see Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. Not now. Doesn't got momentum. And if Devin, the only fight, especially now more than ever, the only fight that Turki is willing to invest is with guys like Ryan, is with guys like Tio, that I'm talking about a matchup with Devin Haney, or Boots. I'm seeing these videos. Look, ladies and gentlemen, if you're hearing this, if you're listening to this, Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez could be next. That's not accurate. That's not accurate. These channels that you're hearing this from is because somebody is calling them, and please say this. Bill's on the line. Yeah, man, like we the best name. Ness, trust me, this is what the fight is. Couple of channels, this is what the fight is. Cigar, this is what the fight is. The Tio and Devin Haney, that's the fight to make. He needs these channels to talk this Tio Haney stuff, to have the attention of Turki Al-Sheikh to say, I don't like that fight as well. Turki Al-Sheikh has not mentioned that fight. I've been saying this for a whole year too. And I had a debate with Bill Haney on the Boxing Voice. Show us the proof. When Turki says he wants something, he will say it. Turki did say the winner of Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney and the winner of Boots Ennis versus Teofimo Lopez then would have fight together. That could have been a potential fight for February 2026 Reha season. But that's no mas. That's no mas. Devin Haney does not got a fight that Turki Al-Sheikh is willing to pay for. If Ryan Garcia says, I don't want the Devin Haney fight, and Oscar De La Hoya, you heard what Oscar De La Hoya said, we don't want to work with Devin Haney. The only guy that is saving the value of the Haneys is Turki Al-Sheikh. And now they're pressing. We want Boots. We want Tio. Yes, Turki, we win the fight. We're winning to fight anybody. We winning to fight Tio now. Just give it to us. We want that $10 million, $15 million, man. Turki Al-Sheikh is soon to say, Bill, we don't have any fight. I'm going to put Teofimo. No, I hate it when we say Teofimo. Nobody butchers Teofimo Lopez's name quite like Turki Al-Sheikh. He says, Teofimo versus Boots. Teofimo. Yo, nobody butchers Teofimo Lopez names quite like Turki Al-Sheikh. He says Teofimo versus Boots Ennis. Teofimo. What did the Haneys was suing for battery and then running performance? Nobody wants to fight. No, exactly. My brothers and my brother, even my brother, you know, when I call out names, I do it praise and I do it for fun. I ain't trying to diss anybody and stuff like that. My brother Two-Tone said, man, I want to see Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez. Stop, my brother Two-Tone. Don't say that shit. You know you don't believe that shit. You know you're more of a casual also fan as well. You don't want to see Teofimo Lopez chase Devin Haney. But the influence, I'm going to tell you the influence of Bill and the way he could talk to you, he makes you feel like a friend. He makes you feel like you want to support. Why I don't want this? Why you don't talk this? And then y'all got the mic on. Y'all know airwaves saying shit that y'all don't even believe. We want Boots and Tio. Two offensive fighters. Two guys that have momentum. Great momentum, Boots Ennis fighting standing on this. Great momentum, Barbosa. Matter of fact, if there was any other fight in that Times Square card, the hardest fight was Tio versus Barbosa. That was supposed to be the hardest fight. That was supposed to be the one that, you don't know who's going to win that fight. Right? Because you don't know which Teofimo Lopez is going to be showing up. That's the narrative of Teofimo Lopez, right? This is lineal versus lineal. This is offense versus offense. You want to see Teofimo Lopez chase Devin Haney? That's what y'all want to see? They don't want to see that. Nobody want to see that. Not even Devin Haney fans want to, because there aren't no Devin Haney fans. It's Bill Haney fans. In the YTBC, it's Bill Haney fans. There are no Devin Haney fans that's going to have a conversation with you and say, nah, Devin Haney, man, he's exciting to watch. You don't tell me, anybody out here that wants to disagree and try to act stupid with me, tell me what you like about Devin Haney. Tell me what excites you. I'll wait. Tell me when y'all be like, when y'all talk boxing in the barbershop and shit like that. Did you see this? Go ahead. Tell me. Give me a highlight reel. Tell me something. Tell me something. Now, I can tell you how Teofimo Lopez, you see a Teofimo Lopez with the backhanded punch. Then you see him with the Superman left hook. You see Jerome Boots ended the way he was. You see Jerome Boots ended. You see Javon Tande with the uppercut with Leo Santa Cruz. Oh, shit. You see Virgil Ortiz, we got back up. Do you see that pop? Damn. You see Ben Rodriguez with a body shot of Juan Francisco Estrada. Damn, you see Naoya Inoue. Damn, you see something. Go ahead, tell me what you see of Devin Haney. Since you're much of a fan, tell me when you be like, damn, I gotta see Dev Haney fight. Tell me. It's because you're a Bill Haney supporter and you are loyal to Bill. And by being loyal to Bill, you adopt supporting Haney. If you're not cool with Bill, you won't support. See, put it this way. If I wasn't cool with Tio, I would still support Tio as a boxing fan. If Tio be like, man, fuck you, punch, man, I don't F with you. All right. Teofimo Lopez, the captain of generation, the commander-in-chief. Give a damn about that. I don't switch up. No. The proof is in the pudding. He's entertaining to watch. There's people around Boots, these YouTubers around Boots, that punch on boxing, you heard what you say, dog. Don't do no interviews with him and shit like that. I still be pumping Boots. Still. I don't give a damn. But I know the dynamic. I seen guys switch up. I seen channels that were Gervonta Tank Davis fans and Bill Haney lands on their channel and they're like, oh my God. That's Bill. Bill. I love Devin. These guys wasn't Devin Haney fans. The boxing voice, Ness. I remember Ness. Ness was never a Devin Haney fan. Ness was a Teofimo Lopez fan. I'm not saying that, you know what I'm saying? I'm just giving you an example because you know certain channels. There was one Devin Haney fan in the YTBC. One. And even Bill Haney knows it. Even Devin Haney knows it. The only Devin Haney fan ever was H Money. That's it. In this community, H Money was the only Devin Haney fan. Hasta este tigre lo dejó en banda. HLD, am I right or wrong? There was only one Devin Haney fan in this community. One. That's it. That people even thought that he was crazy. He said the poll is not picking the winner of Matias and Puello. Where the poll is at? I can't see the poll right now. It's not in front of me. Well, who's picking who? Let me see the poll now. Let me see if it's like a find my ear. I'm over it. I can't see the poll from here either. He said Uno only. Haney New And no, this is not a bash. This is not a bash of the Haneys. It's not. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of fighters, you know, that claims to be the king, that claims to be that this is their era, they has a responsibilities. If the Haneys are saying this is the Bill Haney, this is the Devin Haney era, where? Like what and what and how and what are you doing for the fans? What do you mean the Devin Haney era? Like what are you doing? Even Canelo Alvarez is gonna say the king, you got to perform like the king, right? You got to move like a king. That's the difference between this channel and other channels. That even my favorite fighters, I give them constructive criticism. Like we were talking about Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez, even after and I lost my train of thought there, right? After the Josh Taylor fight, boom, he announced retirement. Then people are focused on this retirement, whether it's true, whether it's fake, or stuff like that. Then after the Barbosa fight, you was the only entertaining. You stole the show. You was the only one that truly showed up. But then you went IG Live. People feel you said the N-word. People feel you said the liquor word. Most other people got into it. Most people heard the N-word. That's what people just that's what it is. That's it. Like it's like Jay-Z said, we don't believe you. You need more people. I really don't care. But most of the boxing fans, most of the high traffic channels done a bunch of videos. You know what I'm saying? He's racist. He said the N-word. They're going back to the WBO. The WBO didn't like it. Eddie Hearns, they didn't like it. And at the end of the day, it wasn't liquor. It was the N-word. Right? People are not focused on the Barbosa fight. People are focused on the racial undertones narrative. But now people are getting past that, because now even though guys that hate Teofimo Lopez is like, yo, I hate Teofimo Lopez, but man, him wanting boots though, shit. And if I do hate Teofimo Lopez and he a racist, then I want boots and it's a whip his ass. Yeah. I mean, it works. It works. Facts. Bill put out a resume for Turki to read, hoping that's what he's doing. That's the crash out. That's the begging. No, Turki, we are great. Turki, my son is great. I'm telling you, look what he did at 26 years old. Turki, so I don't give a fuck, my friend. Yo, Bill, I'm gonna say you wasting your time begging like that. You know why? Because everybody saw that Ryan Garcia got suspended. Turki Al-Sheikh knew. Even Turki Al-Sheikh says, do it the rematch and you could do it better. You could do it right. No controversy. You do it clean. I would give you the opportunity. You already knew that Turki Al-Sheikh had no problems with Ryan Garcia because he put him in the main event. Turki Al-Sheikh ain't give a damn. That's when I know that Turki Al-Sheikh don't give a damn. Even when Teofimo Lopez said about that chalk stick or whatever stuff like that, charcoal stick, right? He liked it and put a smiley face. See, let me tell you like this: Turki Al-Sheikh like controversy. He likes that back and forth stuff. He likes that cursing. He likes all that stuff. You know why? Because he's a boxing fan, like a lot of people say. He's in the story, and if he's in the story, he knows that anything goes in the sport of boxing. You could say whatever. You get smacked with an egg in the sport of boxing. You could drop flags in the sport of boxing. In the sport of boxing, a fighter can manhandle his baby mom in front of the whole world, and in his next fight is a sellout crowd in Atlanta. This is boxing where you could be convicted of violating you know what, and the boxing world is going to have their arms open. Mike Tyson, come back. We need you, man. This is boxing. Why are y'all spooked of Teo versus Haney? Because we don't want to see nobody fucking run. We want to see a fight. That's why. Hell yeah. Hey, what are you talking about? Stop being a damn puppet. Stop being Bill Haney's puppet out here, man. Like, for real. Like, motherfucker, you don't want to see the damn shit. Who the fuck want to see running? I want to see Teofimo Lopez fight. I want to see Bruce Ennis fight. I want to see a fight. At the end of the day, we want to have a fight party. We want to see a fight. We want to pay for a fight. Hey, yo, Punch, you going to see the fight? Hey, yo, Punch, are you going to do the live commentary to the fight? They don't say, are you going to do the live commentary to the boxing bout, to the track, to the marathon? We're paying, bruh. Hardline, we're paying. He said, stop. He ran last time. And what they say in the sport of boxing? What have you done for me lately? You're just as good as your last fight. That's what y'all tell me. You're just as good as your last fight. And I always say, I'm all about momentum. I said, I wanted to see the Undisputed versus Usyk versus Tyson Fury. And I said that it have great momentum because Francis Ngannou put down Tyson Fury and it actually weakened. Anybody that follow the channel, I like to see great matchups. Do I want to see Teofimo Lopez versus Devin the Dream Haney? Yes, I would like to see it, but not now. It's not a priority, not for me. I want to see Teo and Boots. Boots, momentum. Teo, momentum. Boots, lineal. Teo, lineal. Yes. Offensive, fast, entertainment, showmanship. I am paying. This is my treat. You guys are just trying to save a narrative. You guys are just trying to save a narrative for whatever reason. I don't understand because I know you're a fight fan. You guys are fight fans. We're called fight fans. We're not called running fans. We're not called the sweet science fans, the hit and not get hit fans. We're called fight fans. Stop coming to YouTube trying to enable the pussified style. For what? Yo, Punch, why you don't open up the panels? Because I'm not trying to listen to your bullshit. I don't have time for that. I don't got time. I don't got time to listen to the bullshit. I got time to listen to some real shit. Preserve the modern day warriors, modern day gladiators, the one that put their life on the line for our pure entertainment. I've been saying the same thing since day one. Nothing switched up. Pure entertainment. Two Rich says, Brock'em Sock'em is what we come to. See, when we say fight, they go there, and this is the extreme shit. This is the extreme shit. This is the extreme shit. Oh, because we don't want to see running. What we're asking for is Rock'em Sock'em. Is Mike Tyson Rock'em Sock'em? Huh? Is Sugar Ray Leonard Rock'em Sock'em? Is Roberto Duran Rock'em Sock'em? Hell no. Huh? Is Hagler Rock'em Sock'em? Is the peekaboo style of Mike Tyson Rock'em Sock'em? Was Muhammad Ali Rock'em Sock'em? Was Floyd, Pretty Boy Floyd Rock'em Sock'em? Was Roy Jones Jr. Rock'em Sock'em? That's the motherfucking sweet science. You guys, because Devin Haney will run his ass off, or Shakur Stevenson will run versus Edwin de los Santos. I've seen, look, Devin Haney, you was Devin Haney versus Lomachenko, Rock'em Sock'em? No. But did Devin Haney show heart? Yes. Did Devin Haney show I could sit on my punches? Yes. Did Devin Haney show that I would want to be in the middle of the ring and trade some punches with you? Yes. That Devin Haney is needed. That Devin Haney is needed. That is the sweet science of Devin Haney. That Devin Haney versus Regis Prograis. That's the Devin Haney fight. Don't give me this. Don't try to give me this Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez. That's actually tailor-made for Devin Haney to do whatever he wanted to do with Jose Ramirez, especially at this part of his career. You're trying to convince me that that's the sweet science, that that's what we should be paying for. For what? Because Bill Haney is putting it in ringing your asshole. Te tan loco, mi hermano. Y'all don't even have the balls to say, yo, Bill, in the interview, you guys that interview Bill, grow some fucking balls. All you guys are 40, nearing 50 years old. Yo, Bill, you know I like your son Dev, but you know what, man? Come on, that shit was running. But Jose, Bill, stop, bro. Bill, that shit was boring, bro. I support your son. I'm the one that's gonna go out here and because that's what fans are. Channels. At the end of the day, okay. If y'all know I'm a fan. Oh, I'm gonna give you an example. Demetrius Andre, that's my guy, right? Demetrius Andre. Hey, yo, he's gonna do his thing versus David Benavidez. They ducking him. He's gonna do his thing with David Benavidez. David Benavidez do a number on him, right? Everybody cut. Yo, Pun, what happened to your boy? I gotta take those hits. If Demetrius Andre would have won, then I'll be the one that I told you so. But then when Demetrius Andre lost, I'm like, no excuse. Shout out to David Benavidez, to the mantra. You guys don't be real. Yo, even shout out to my brother, Demetrius Andre. Demetrius Andre said, yo, I want the rematch. I told Demetrius Andre, I said, ain't nobody gonna want that rematch. Nah. Hey, yo, boo-boo. Leave that one alone, brother. Leave that one alone. I'm only cool with people that can allow me to be real with them. And at the end of the day, that's why there's certain people I'm cool with outside of the ring. Outside of the ring, I'm cool with these people and stuff like that. You know why? Because they know that what they see is what they get. I'm real. I'm not going to be like, oh, yo, this is nah, bruh. Nah. You heard what Manny's. I heard what Manny said when Ellie said. Like, why we just can't be, yo. I don't want. There's certain things in boxing. Like, I understand, yo. There's people that got their fans. They're a fan of a particular fighter. They trying to hold the narrative. If they out here trying to spin narratives, they trying to hold it an opinion. They want to cater to an opinion and stuff like that. I understand in the building. I understand that. I'm a Knicks fan. But I ain't gonna lie that my Knicks in the past 15 years been shitty. Outside of the Carmelo Anthony several years. Before that, we was done. After that, we was done. Hey, it was nothing to brag about. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a Jet fan. I can't stomach watching the NFL. I don't even have bragging rights with it. I haven't talked about the Jets. I'm a Jet fan, bro. I can't talk about the Jets. I stay my ass quiet. It's not time to talk. I hope my Jets, oh, damn it, but I can't argue. These people out here will argue with shit that they don't believe in. That's the problem. You guys will argue with shit that you guys don't believe in. Just so I could turn on the camera, be on the panel, be on the chat. Never, Pun. You gotta understand that Devin Haney's implementing the sweet science, and you guys just don't know the boxing. You just got rock'em sock'em. Why Devin Haney can elevate his game and his approach? Like, okay, I understand the controversial part of Devin Haney and Lomachenko. I know sometimes people could take it far with any fighter. I understand that. I understand sometimes a fighter got so much hype that any little blemish, any little knockdown, if a knockout artist go 12 rounds, is already a knock. When Teofimo Lopez was knocking out people, and then he goes 12 rounds with Nakatani, and then people say that Nakatani exposed them, but Teofimo Lopez won almost every round in that fight, but because he didn't knock him out, because he already put an impression that he's a knockout artist, he got exposed. The same thing with Jerome Boots Ennis versus Karen in the first fight. Jerome Boots Ennis versus Karen. I was there in Washington, D.C. He won almost every round, but what everybody was saying, he got exposed because that's it. Boots Ennis left an impression that he's a knockout artist. As soon as Gervonta Tank Davis go 12 with Pitbull Cruz, I think he lost and stuff like that. Why? I understand the over-exaggeration criticism. I understand. Sometimes people do it because they do it. Some people do it just for the views. You know what I'm saying? I understand. I understand the game within the game, even in boxing content creation. I understand it. I understand that we asked for Devin Haney to fight, and then when he does approach the fight, Ryan Garcia puts a beating on him. But then we complain, Devin Haney should have went back to the tradition of Devin Haney. I understand that. But Devin Haney, in my opinion, was getting better. He was not on his prime. He was getting better. Cristian Padilla con los 10 pesos. Gracias, mi hermano. That's right. Tell him Punch, the only real one out here spitting facts. Tell him, Cristian. Tell him. Que Dios te bendiga, mi hermano. Devin Haney, if you look at the whole Linares fight, he's coming around. Damn, he got chin checked by Jorge Linares. He resulted back. Okay. Jojo Diaz, good outing. You know what I'm saying? He was getting hit with left hooks. Little by little, the shoulder roll was getting exposed. I think that Devin Haney has gotten worse with the shoulder roll, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? As the far that he was away from the Mayweather senior teaching and stuff like that, his defense was getting worse and worse and worse. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Devin Haney versus George Camboso. The first fight is almost like he fought, not necessarily like Jose Ramirez. He didn't run like that, but he wasn't trying to risk it because he just wanted to get the belts. He played it safe. Outboxed him. The second fight, in the second half of that George Camboso rematch, we seen that Devin Haney was actually trying to knock out George Camboso. All right, now we see, this is now that we see a switch on Devin Haney, right? Now Devin Haney is getting comfortable. He's coming along. He's little by little leaving that boring tag, right? He fights Lomachenko. That was you know when they say they sell you a fight and they say the slogan of that fight was, what was it? Checkmate, right? It was the battle of the technicians, the chess players. That fight, regardless who you think who won, shout out to Devin Haney, that performance, and shout out to Vasily Lomachenko, that performance. That was a chess match. I love that fight. I know people created a lot of narratives around it. I know there was controversial. People felt that Lomachenko won. I felt that Vasily Lomachenko also won the fight. Yeah, at the end of the day, that Devin Haney was good, bro. It was good. You saw that he was going to the body, comfortable going to the body, sitting down on his punch and trying to go to the body and stuff like that. Doing it in the middle of the ring. Rarely ran around like that. Rarely. Just boxing. Versus Vasily Lomachenko, boxing. And then he moves up, fight Regis Prograis. Show the power moving up. What was it? If Devin Haney's power going to carry in the 140-pound division, Regis Prograis, that we all know, it's a gutsy fighter. He doesn't get hurt like that. He doesn't get dropped like that. Regardless, we believe that Devin Haney has a better skill set, but still, Regis Prograis is rough and rugged, right? He put Regis Prograis on the ground. And maybe if you watch that fight, if you study that fight, Devin Haney drops Regis Prograis, and instead of following up, He posed back like, oh, like almost surprised that he got knocked down. Still not comfortable, but you saw that Devin Haney was willing to box, exchange, sit down, right hand, counter shot. That was boxing right there. That movement of Devin Haney versus Regis Prograis. Now we see the elevation. What people were saying, why you think people what had Devin Haney as a favorite? Even Ryan Garcia stopping Oscar Duarte, people was like, nah, that Devin Haney is hard to beat. After the Regis Prograis fight, people were saying that Devin Haney would beat Teo. People were saying that Devin Haney would beat Shakur. People were saying that Devin Haney was going to be that Devin Haney could beat Tank. People were saying that Devin Haney could beat Ryan Garcia. Devin Haney was the favorite to beat Ryan Garcia. Am I right or wrong? Nobody was saying that Devin Haney ran. Nobody said that Devin Haney ran. Nobody said that Devin Haney was boring. Nobody said that Devin Haney was boring versus Vasily Lomachenko, and nobody said that Devin Haney was boring versus Regis Prograis. He was turning it around. And to be honest, nobody said that Devin Haney was boring versus Ryan Garcia. Even though that Ryan Garcia was putting it on him, Devin Haney kept getting up and going to Ryan Garcia. And I said that and I always said that. Devin Haney, one thing that you can't say about Devin Haney in that Ryan Garcia fight, that he's not willing to die in that ring. That was tough right there. Devin Haney could have quit in that fight. Bill Haney, and whether people out there that felt he should have threw in the towel in the 7th round, he believed in his son because he kept getting up and going right to Ryan Garcia. Am I right or wrong? Am I lying? Am I lying? Does this sound like a Devin Haney hater? Tell me one lie. And this is what I said at the beginning of the live. I said that, y'all could hate things that I be saying. Y'all hate how I say it. You may hate the delivery. You may hate that I speak Spanish and English. Tell me, did I lie about everything I said step by step until the Ryan Garcia fight? Tell me when I lied. Tell me when I lied. Give me a second. Give me a sec. Boss said no. I ain't lying. Devin Haney showed cojones, testicular fortitude, and mental fortitude. He went out there out in his shield. Randy con la bandera de República Dominicana in the building. Dandara in the building. Dice Bill is the only reason the Haney name is is in the light. Facts. We was talking about that. Bill Haney is the superstar of DHP. Bill Haney is the one that people are not fans of Devin Haney. They are fans of Bill Haney, and everybody in this community knows it. Everybody in this community knows it. The channels that pump Devin Haney knows it. I've been in this community I've been in this community enough times. There's certain channels that we started around the same time. So I know them, they know me. These channels could be like, hey, yo, Punch, you flip-flop on this if I did, right? There's some people that be like, oh, you be pumping the misandry. Nah, you better go to the archives. It's easy, ladies and gentlemen. It's easy. You want to fact check anybody? You want to fact check anybody to see if they're really real? That views didn't persuade them how they talk or anything like that because they gained some certain subscriber from a different community. Just go to a particular channel, go to video, and go to the oldest, and you're going to see their real intentions. Because I always say this, that everybody that truly creates a channel, I think their first intention is because they're boxing fans, they're fight fans, and they want to talk boxing, and they want to give their perception, their opinions about a particular boxing. Some channels, they just create a channel for a particular fighter that they like. Go to anybody's channel and go to the oldest, and their old content comes out, you're gonna know the nature of what. That's how I expose certain people, certain channels. That's when I know when certain peoples was actually Javante Tank Davis fans, but then Bill Haney comes into their channel and they switch up and actually start being a Devin Haney fan and start dissing Javante Tank Davis. And I'm not saying that, and I'm not saying that that Tank is doing this and doing that, but I could see the switch. I could see when nobody rocked with Devin Haney until Bill Haney started infiltrating channels, and naturally you create a type of oh, my Bill is paying mind to me. A lot of people are starstruck. I've been saying about Teofimo Lopez since day one. I've been saying about shit about Jerome Boots Ennis since day one. I've been saying about shit, man. I was talking about Josh Kelly. Everybody knows I've been talking about Keyshawn Davis since day one. Before he turned pro, I'm talking about Keyshawn Davis. Before y'all knew who Jerome Boots Ennis was, I was saying that he's the second coming of Roy Jones Jr. I was saying that Teofimo Lopez is the captain of the generation, the commander-in-chief. I was talking about all these guys. I'm a Keith Thurman guy. Everybody knows that. I'm a Keith Thurman guy. He made me love the sport of boxing again. Win, lose, or draw, I run with Thurman. Thurman. Yo, what you say? Easy. Hold on. I'll give you right here. Look. Boom. Give me a second. Everybody knows I've been saying that my favorite class was a 2007 class. I'm a fan of all those fighters. I'm a fan of Deontay Wilder. But there's been a community. That they just went crazy. Look at the archives. Look, I'm a Deontay Wilder fan. Look at this. But there's a community out there that went race baiting, and I'm like, no, what is this? This is not the Deontay. Yo, and anybody know Deontay Wilder? Deontay Wilder was cool. So, how you say it? Like very humble, but the community here, man. I could watch. Look at this. Man, I've done so much videos about Wilder. Look at this. Let me see. All right. Fury versus no robbery. Look, I've been talking about this for a long time. Hold on. Look at this. Deontay Wilder embarrassed and disgusted by Americans' lack of support. Look at their year. Let me see if I got. Man, I got so many. Deontay Wilder, the discredited and underappreciated American heavyweight. They want to call me a hater? Look at this. Hold on. Haney. Nah, let's go to Andre. There's people out there that say, yo, Punch, you just switching up. Now you against Canelo Alvarez because Andre's your boy now because they came to your channel and shit like that. Watch. T.O. versus Boost is the fight I want to watch. Facts. That's the fight. That's the fight that needs to take place. Mega fights is good when both fighters got great momentum going in. These are my first videos. Look at the year. These are my first videos. Demetrius Andrade, most avoided since Paul Williams. This is when I started, y'all. These are my first videos when I started. Demetrius Andrade calls out Errol Spence up to the best division because we thinking he was going to move up. Look at this. The mise Andre for Undisputed Crown. When people be like, oh, are you talking? Yeah, I've been wanting to see that fight for a long time. The mise Andre, the most duck fighter of this era. Look at the year. Oh, you just think, man, these are the first videos. These are the first videos. I hold my guy accountable. The mise Andre need a spectacular win June 29th. Go check when I did that live. And I'm like, yo, damn, you gotta perform. You gotta perform. Hold on. Let's see. The next year, the mise Andre, the most avoided fight of the era. Look at the year. I said in 2018, I said in 2019 to 2020, 2023 and 4. Shit. I really appreciate the YouTubes that bring the boxing talk and it keeps us alive. Salute, salute. Yeah. So we just keep it real. People just don't like, you know what it is? You know what it is? What I find out? That people just don't like the truth. It does. And you're gonna have supporters that's just that's gonna just support you when they hear something that they like. I'm not saying nothing that we all don't know. There's some people that just hate because you're saying it. You know, there's some things that people just don't like you to say something. Like, it's true, but you don't have to say it. You understand what I'm trying to say? You ever have people like that? Like, I understand it, but you should have never said it publicly. But I'm not lying, though. Yeah, but you should have never said it. Shit like that. That's when people get mad at you. That's when people get mad. Brandon, shout out to Brandon Lee. Brandon Lee. Remember I was talking about Brandon Lee, and we were talking about Asian hate. And shout out to Brandon Lee, and Brandon Lee got mad at me because I did an interview. Shout out to Brandon Lee, and hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we could be back cool. And I think that was effed up because I felt like there's boxers that think that when we do boxing content creators, que somos come mierda, we ain't nobody. Because if they do an interview with ESPN, they don't call ESPN and tell Stephen A. Smith or somebody like that or Max Kellerman, hey, yo, can you take that thing down? Brandon Lee got mad at me because he did an interview with me, and he the one that said that Ryan Garcia's parents were judges because Ryan Garcia beat Brandon Lee 7 times in the amateurs. Ryan Garcia beat, but Brandon Lee said in my interviews, and I didn't even ask him about. I didn't even know it like that. Oh, that Henry and Lisa were judges in the amateurs, and that's the reason why he got beaten by Ryan Garcia. Okay. Henry Garcia, the father of Ryan Garcia, heard the interview. Punch, hit me up. Punch, I want to clear and clarify what Brandon Lee said. Boom. Henry Garcia does the interview the next day, and clarifies this and go at Brandon Lee and stuff like that. Brandon Lee hits back and be like, yo, can you take that shit down? It's already out. What do you mean? And stuff like that. But that's a, you know what I'm saying? That's an interview and stuff like that. Because if I take your stuff out, then it's just going to look like Henry is going at you. But the real thing, I don't want problems with Ryan Garcia. I'm cool with Ryan Garcia and I don't want no problems. I just can't take, okay, cool. And I'll get you an interview, whatever. I'll get you an interview in a couple of days. No me dio nada el tigre. ¿Verdad? He didn't give me nothing. He didn't give me an interview the next time. Guess what? 7 months later, I put that when he got an upcoming fight. Ryan Garcia got an upcoming fight as a boxing content creator. Well, let me put that out because you didn't even. I did took out the interview. I did you, but I did it because you said that we was going to do a whole new other interview and stuff like that, so you don't have to add that in. And me being genuine, I took that interview out. Boom. Don't give me. I put that same interview back on. He goes, yo, hits me up. Yo, didn't I say, damn, I thought that you took that we had a conversation. You took it out. Yeah, we had the conversation also that you was gonna do an interview with me. What you think that I do a 5-hour live show? And you think that that's not a 5-hour sacrifice away from my family? Y te come mierda. Lo dejé ahí. Oh, you're not cool. Guess what? Brandon Lee is also best friends with Boots Ennis. Boots Ennis, since that thing, probably Brandon Lee le llamó a Boots Ennis. Oh, don't do an interview with that guy. You know what I'm saying? He ain't cool. And I'm thinking, now I'm alleged. That's what I'm thinking, because after that, yeah, no, Boots. I'm saying in this community is tribal as well. I don't hide nothing. I don't need a lie. Nobody could tell Punch run back to this line. Nobody. You could hate me. You could dislike me. You could hate the content. You could hate this. You could say, man, I don't rock with you on this. Man, I don't agree with you on this. I don't understand why you say this. But nobody could say I'm lying. I wanted somebody to argue me with things that I said I lied. I lied. What I lied about. Remember, 6 months before it ever came out, I said they were supposed to have the Haneys were supposed to have a meeting with Top Rank, and then Bob Arum. I said that I did that video on the June. I did that video on the June. I'm sorry, I did that video on the May. In October, Bob Arum says there was a meeting. There was a meeting with Bill Haney. They hit us up, and he never showed up. Even recently, several months ago, when I was on the Boxing Voice, and I was debating with Bill Haney, and I said there's an offer there's an offer for Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney. I said there's no offer. Turki Al-Sheikh, Turki Al-Sheikh didn't give you no damn offer for no Teofimo Lopez. Top Rank gave you an offer though. Y'all dug that offer. Who's saying the truth? Yo, even esto como mierda, these fans, because they don't like me. And because I don't pop nobody's ass pimples, right? People was calling into the show. Yo, Pun, Bill, you don't even know why you're showing these guys shit's time and stuff like that. Like, they be acting like they know. Anything, yo, it's my word. That's the only thing that we have as boxing content creators is our word. None of these motherfucker fighters could be like, yo, Punch, you lying either. None of these guys. Nobody. And if you don't rock, oh, yo, Punch, why are you rocking with that T.O. shit? Because it doesn't, I'm not emotionally invested with if he throws out, if he says whichever monkey want to eat the banana, that's on Tio. You know, soy el padre de Teofimo Lopez. That's your business with Tio. That if you're emotional about those comments, if you want to do something about it, if you want to go to Teofimo Lopez, I'm nobody's assistant. I'm a boxing content creator. I'm a junk on the mic. I want to see the fight. If you feel he disrespected, then get that fighter, promote that fighter that you want to see that fighter beat the crap out of Teofimo Lopez. Thus, Jerome Boots Ennis versus Teofimo Lopez. Wouldn't you want, if you're emotional about the racial undertones of Teofimo Lopez, as a fight fan, what's the only thing that you want to see? A fight. You want to see a black fighter whoop Teofimo Lopez behind for his racial undertones. As a boxing fan, no, eso lo que quieren. That's what I would think you would know. See, I want to see Teofimo Lopez versus Boots Ennis because I believe they're two extreme, talented fighters, gifted fighters. They do things in the ring that you just can't teach. They're just gifted in certain things that you can't teach other fighters to do. They're dynamic. They're showmen. They're offensive fighters. I know I'm going to see a fight. Teofimo Lopez, he could throw it like he did with Steve Claggett, almost 1,000 punches. Jerome Boots Ennis is the most high volume welterweight puncher, right? His output. So I know there's going to be offense. I know there's going to be jabs that's thrown with convictions. I know there's going to be some counters that's thrown with convictions. I know there's going to be some left hooks. I know there's going to be some straight right hands to the body or to the temple and stuff like that. I know that this is the hurt business, and Teofimo Lopez is winning to hurt somebody. I know that Jerome Boots is winning to hurt somebody, and these guys are trying to win to beat somebody up, not to just run around and hopefully the cards go my way. Pot shot my way to victory for 12 rounds. Y esa mierda de boxeo. when it comes to Devin Haney, nobody likes his performance. Yo, Punch, don't speak. Nobody likes his performance. Stop lying to yourself. It is not healthy. It's not healthy. Nobody likes the performance, bro. Not him, not you, not nobody, not his brother, not his father. Nobody likes the performance. All right? Nobody. Stop trying to fake it. Nobody likes it. Not the channels that root for him. Nobody likes it. I dare you go back there and watch the replay of Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez. If you like it so much and you embody the sweet signs, go watch that fight and do film study. Go watch the fight. Go watch the rematch. Go watch the rematch. Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying. It's all right. They got another fight. And just like people didn't like the fight, let's say with Teofimo Lopez versus Steve Claggett. See, I have to see. Everybody knows I'm cool with Teo. Ask Teofimo Lopez how I felt the way that he performed versus Steve Claggett, and I said it publicly. And Teofimo Lopez will be like, "Yeah, Punch did say that that's not up to my standards." I did a video and I said that performance was unacceptable. Didn't I do the video? He said, Domingo said, I won't be able to watch. Domingo, Bonilla, people that follow the channel. Did I do a video after the Steve Claggett fight? Right? Yo, and I'm going to tell you like this. I did that video. And the 12 rounds was still going on. I walked out. I said, no, así no, tío, diablo, tío, así no. No es con este tigre. Con este tigre, tú le tienes que romper a ese tigre. No, and you calling out Bud Crawford? Nah, man. No. He's not in your level, my brother. He's not in your level. Yeah, you won every round. You threw 1,000 punches. That's the good thing. But you were staying on the ropes too long. You're too gifted. You're too athletic. Jackie Hernandez, la reina de boxeo. Jackie, mi amor. What's good, Jackie? Hope everything is good and well. And the little one is good. Long time no see, long time no see, mama. At least now you know you're not biased based on your previous content. I'm not. Now, real. Now I give the benefit of the doubt. I give the benefit of the doubt to fighters that are proven. That's fair, because the definition of giving somebody the benefit of the doubt, once they prove, that's not being biased. No, Jackie. No, Jackie, no me diga eso, Jackie. No, who broke your heart? Huh? Who broke your heart? Y la pistola, ¿dónde está la pistola? Me get my gun. Hey. Who broke your heart, mamacita? What happened? Huh? No. Me respeta a la reina. Huh? No, it's no good. No. Vamos. Hey, yo, fellas. Hey, yo. We're going to gang this. Hey, yo, whoever broke Jackie's heart, now we're going to get him. Nah. He's walking the street like that, all happy, trying to get a new fling and stuff like that. Y me la dejan sola, así mito. No problem with me. He had problem with me right now, Jackie. Tell him to tune in. Tell him to tune in to Punch Drunk Boxing and be like, I don't have nothing to tell you. Just tune in to Punch Drunk. Es un abusador. Sí, un abusador. A la reina, mira. Oh, he's treating Jackie Hernandez like Diddy 3 casi. No good. It's not right. It's not good. It's not right. But I'm it's sad to hear that, you know what I'm saying? But prayers up, Jackie. Prayers up. After the live, I'm praying. And you already know, if you had anything to talk about that, because I've gone through the, you know what I'm saying, the loss as well. So I know sometimes we need, you know, shoulder to lean on, the ear or whatever. You already know the email, Punch Drunk Boxing. You know what I'm saying? You need a word of encouragement, a little smile in your face. You feel me? We don't need the queen unhappy like that. Rap star Boxing Knowledge says Haney versus everybody. Man, they need nothing. Haney is begging. Haney need a turkey payday. Because if he don't get a turkey payday, that payday is slim. Please, no. We want Boots. We want Tio. Everybody, we want Tio. I'm going to your interview. I want Tio. We want Tio. Tio is the best matchup for us. You wasn't saying that, Bill. You wasn't saying that, Devin. Stop it. Oh, they're tweeting. Turkey, give me Tio because of the racist thing. Shut the hell up. Shut up. Matter of fact, Tio and Devin was sitting next to each other during the whole press conference. Tio and Devin was in a plane. Remember, they was in a plane together. Why you wouldn't beat his racist ass in a plane? If he's so racist, Devin Haney, if you really want to beat his ass, you and Teofimo Lopez was in a plane together. Stop the cloud chase. Y'all stop it. You don't see this, folks? The cloud chase. If you wanted to whoop Teofimo Lopez behind, why you ain't whoop him in the airplane when y'all was chilling together? Y'all don't want Tio. Y'all don't want Tio. Stop. You don't want Tio. You see that Turkey is invested in getting Tio and Boots, and they're gonna get ching, and you trying to strategically sabotage that fight to insert yourself and put things on Twitter so Turkey could see, no, this is a better fight, it's a better name. No, it's not anymore. It's not the priority. If you would have performed the way that you were supposed to perform, and a matter of fact, I did say that Devin Haney was going to beat the crap out of Jose Ramirez. Rapstar Boxing Knowledge, my brother, he's a witness. Rapstar did not say that Devin Haney is going to put a whooping on Jose Ramirez. I said, man, that Devin Haney going to whoop him worse than Regis Prograis. I had confidence in Devin Haney. I didn't think he was going to do that shit. If Devin Haney would have put a whooping on Jose Ramirez, I would have been, hey, yo, it's time. Tio, and Devin. Senior and Bill. Woo! No momentum. Shit, right? Facts. Oh, man. He said, I told you, bro, that's not how he come and needed to be safe. Well, guess what? Now I'm safe to say that I don't want to see Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez. You want to play safe on my expense? No. Facts. Just like Jackie said, Haney is just not interesting or wise to me. At least, and you know what? And I said it earlier, Jackie. I said he was interesting. He did fight well versus Lomachenko. He did fight well versus Vasily Lomachenko. He did try. He did win. Of course, there's other people that feel like he lost, but at the end of the day, nobody could take away the performance of Loma and Devin. They performed to what they promoted. Checkmate. Chess match. That was the ultimate chess match right there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's boxing. Devin Haney versus Vasily Lomachenko. That fight, that's boxing. That's boxing. If people want to go with the technical side, that's boxing. But Turbi and Bivol, we don't have to see Rock'em Sock'em. We don't have to see knockouts. Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G, there was no knockouts, but that's boxing. Dimitri Bivol versus Beterbiev, that's boxing. No knockdowns, but it's not Rock'em Sock'em. Nobody running. Somebody's trying. They trying to win. They trying to hurt each other. They're trying to counter each other. Lomachenko and Devin Haney. Devin Haney was trying to hurt Vasily Lomachenko to the body. We seen the work. We could tell we're spoiled. And then you got butthurt people out here. Stop it. You're just biased, Tio, and it's always like that. Stop it, Punch. Just say something about my Devin. Why you just get? That's what I mean. That people will come to this channel and they would just say just a statements, but they cannot say, Punch, you're lying. Say, Punch. Why you don't say, Punch, you're lying? Amir, are you excited to watch Devin Haney fight? Lie to us. Lie to us. Come on, man. I don't understand. What is it that you think that? You know what I think that these people think, that while they're in the chat, they think that Devin Haney's on the chat looking at them. Like, yeah, Amir, say that. Yo, say that at a Punch. Let's see what he's going to say. Like, we trying to get brownie points from? Where you trying to get brownie points from? Like, we're safe to say that Teofimo Lopez fights to the level of his performs to the level of his competition. We could say that performance versus Sandor Martin wasn't up to Teofimo Lopez's part. The performance with Jermaine Ortiz, we didn't like how Jermaine Ortiz was running, but people were saying, man, Teofimo Lopez should have done better with his athleticism to cut the ring off. Then that performance with George Camboso. I'm sorry. With Arnold Barbosa, man, Teofimo Lopez looked as sharp, his jab, his footwork. Then that Steve Claggett, yeah, you won every round, but nobody knew who was Steve Claggett. You already had 7 losses. So in the end of the day, it was a knockout. It's a knockout or bust. That's understandable. You could talk like a boxing fan. If you speak truth and the person, okay, if you speak truth and you have an affiliation with a fighter and you speak truth, and that fighter don't want to F with you because you speak truth, they're doing you a favor, my brother, because nobody should be around people that's not going to be real with them. And being real with those around you is not being an asshole. Being real with somebody is because you care for them, because they want you to do better, because they know your potential. So they call you out on it because they want you to be woken up. Because let me tell you something about these fighters. These fighters have enough yes men around them. These fighters have enough yes men around them. They don't have genuine people around them. And 80% of these fighters don't know that, because especially when things are running high, they don't even vet people around them like they should. They notice when there's a downfall. They notice when there's a downfall. If I could have an affiliation with Teofimo Lopez and he could retire right now and I don't give a damn. Yo, Tio, how's your kid, man? Hey, yo, man, get that situated, man. Yo, fight for your fatherhood. How's your beautiful son? Is he doing good? How's your pops? He's all right. You know what I'm saying? Everything good. You know, how's the training? How's your health? How's your mental health? Everything good? I don't give. Christian Padilla. My son used to like Devin during the Ramirez fight. We went to his room after the 5th round. He said Devin sucks now and that Tio is the best. Christian Padilla con los 5 pesos. Good looking out. Appreciate you, brother. Now, am I saying that people should people be fans of Teofimo Lopez's mouth? I'm not saying you got to subscribe to what he be saying. I'm just saying, in the end of the day, whatever chaos, any fighter, whatever chaos any fighter has outside of the ring, in the end of the day, the traditional nature of a fight fan is to watch them fight. Watch them win or watch them get beat up. That's it. That's why I said everything. In the nature, you feel as a Puerto Rican, do you feel that Bernard Hopkins disrespected you? When he dropped that flag, the Puerto Ricans all wanted Tito Trinidad to beat the crap out of him. It wasn't these pussified new fans that said, can you imagine if Tito Trinidad says, No, nene, yo no voy a pelear con él. I'm not going to fight Bernard Hopkins because he took my beautiful flag of Puerto Rico. He dropped it, and I'm not going to give him no payday. Get out of here, and you can go your way, and I go my way. And the Puerto Rican fan said, no, Tito, no peleé con esos tigres. No peleé con ese nene, porque ese tigre, tú viste lo que hizo con la bandera de Puerto Rico, que se vaya para la mierda, que se get the fuck out of here. No, the Puerto Rican says, hey, yo, Tito, rómpele la boca a ese tigre. Am I right? Am I right, ladies and gentlemen? No? Oh, no, but esta gente over here in YouTube, Tio said something racist. He said the N-word, and no black fighters should give him an opportunity to get in the ring because if he fights a black fighter, then he's going to get paid. So no, don't give him a chance. We're not going to fight you, Tio. Go there, make your videos. Hey, yo, I'm more black than these people. Que se la priven en negro. I'm more black. I show my more blackness than the people that get pro-black. Because if I was emotional about it, my man, I'll be like, yo, Boots, Tank, yo, get Tio right now, bruh. Do it for the culture, bruh. Let's go. No. Tio was just cloud chasing Bud. Bud should not fight Tio. Like, bro, like I would have been like, yo, okay, yo, Turkey. Before you put that, if Canelo fighting William Skull, let Bud fight Tio, bro. No, Bud should not give no Tio opportunity to hide. My God, son pendejos esta gente. For real, like, what are you in it for? Do you want to loot the street or do you want to watch a fight? Do you want to loot the street? You want to go protest? Huh? Are you going to call fucking Jesse Jackson, Black Lives Matters leaders, the lesbians? I don't know. What are you going to call? Tio said this, we're going to protest. This should not happen in the sport of boxing. Let's protest. We're going to loot Foot Locker and Target and Walmart. We're going to let them know that we're frustrated with Teofimo Lopez. We're going to call the WBO and tell them to strip him. Strip the damn belt away from him. Y'all saw fans, bro. Yo, whoever you hear that, if you're subscribed to channels like that, I feel so. You're not fight fans. You're not fight fans. You're not fight fans. Yo, I'm Dominican. If a fighter says, yo, Dominicans ain't shit, ustedes son pelagatos, everyone, Dominicans don't do nothing, Dominicans are fake, I'll be like, yo, ese Dominicano. Yo, hey, yo, de los Santos, if Keyshawn Day was talking shit about Dominicans, right? And put it this way, I even think that Keyshawn Day was going to be Edo de los Santos. I would be like, mira, Edo de los Santos, mira, pégale a ese tigre, hey, yo, turn that, man, flatten that dude like a totones. But no. These people want to cry. These people want to cry. Everyone is right. Everyone is racist. But at the end of the day, man, this is the fight game. It's tribal. It's divided as well. But give the right fighters the benefit of the doubt. I give Naoya Inoue the benefit of the doubt. I give Tio the benefit of the doubt. I give Alexander Usyk the benefit of the doubt. I give Beterbiev and Bivol the benefit of the doubt. I give David Benavidez and his new approach the benefit of the doubt. I give Shakur Stevenson the benefit of the doubt. Shakur Stevenson, 3-division world champion. And Shakur Stevenson, at least, you know what I like about Shakur Stevenson, though? Even when he underperforms and he knows that the boxing world don't like it, after Nakatilia, he wrote an apology. He said, I'll never fight again like that. And the next 4 fights, Entertainment. The Eddie de los Santos. I gave Shakur Stevenson the benefit of the doubt. Mira, if I was biased, I was like, yo, but Eddie de los Santos is Dominican. I gave Shakur Stevenson the benefit of the doubt, and I said, look, I seen how he fought versus Oscar Valdez, Gan Social, Yoshino, Jamal Hearing. There was something wrong with Shakur Stevenson that fight. It's an injury. I gave Shakur Stevenson the benefit of the doubt. The next fight. I thought that Shakur Stevenson tried. He just couldn't knock him out. Shakur just doesn't have that thump. But I could see out there in Newark that he tried to knock him out. Nobody could deny that. His last fight versus the Electrician. We can't get more. Why y'all mad that he knocked down an Electrician? And shout out to Electrician, because there's a lot of fighters that still got a job and still go to college and stuff like that. Not everybody's making Canelo Alvarez, Devin Haney, T.O., Ryan Garcia money. You know? But then he always goes and apologizes, and he's even with the Eddie de los Santos fight. Well, he said, go look at his social media. He wasn't happy about it. Now, I know, of course, there's pressure and shit like that. And, of course, he's human and people going... But he said he didn't like his performance. He was the first one to say he didn't like his performance. I think when people are getting on Devin, it's because Devin, you're better than that. And it's because there's one thing, and I always say this, you could be a fan or whoever, but there's one thing fans identify. Fans identify effort. When you don't show us effort, when we identify that you ain't even showing the effort, remember it's pay-per-view, we're paying. And then you laughing. And then you act like a Bill and Devin. Then you act like y'all don't care. Like you want to rob us. Like you trying to act like we're stupid because we're not in the ring. We don't know what we're talking about. No, Devin, you too skillful to be fighting scared. You winning because you're fighting scared. You don't need to fight scared. You've been fighting since you was what? Since 5, 6, 7 years old? What you scared about? You quick enough. You got fast feet, but you quick enough. You could counter. You got defense. You're responsible. Why are you scared? I don't understand. Anybody could see that your skill level is better than Jose Ramirez. What you running from? What are you running from? Pick them apart. Adjust. You going to do that for 12 rounds? If Turki Al-Sheikh ain't going to give Devin Haney a payday, it's because even Turki Al-Sheikh identified that you robbing me. And it's time for Turki Al-Sheikh. If he doesn't identify that, it's time for Turki Al-Sheikh to open his eyes now. It's time for people to be real with Turki Al-Sheikh, the people around him. Because that performance, even from Canelo Alvarez and William Skull, was a robbery. They're robbing you now, Turki Al-Sheikh. It's not that you just giving money. Now they want the next purse. Now they robbing him. Why? He's already giving you money. Isn't that that's the dumbest shit now? Like when somebody's already looking out for you, but you're still trying to get more out of them. Yo, you already got a fight lined up. Yo, Canelo, you getting paid this much for William Skull. Canelo Alvarez, yeah, I'm getting Canelo Alvarez. I think that he has the skills. He's one of the best fighters of this generation to cut the ring off. And yes, the dude was running, but you wouldn't even try to implement no jabs. You wouldn't even try to double the jab, get in and get inside. Pause. You got the Terrence Bud Crawford fight. Let me just get this $80 million from Turkey. He gave me, it's a fight. Dude, I'm not even gonna break my hand with this guy. Ryan Garcia, no urgency at all. What you mean that you don't? What do you mean that you just couldn't find that you got? They gave you a bag, bruh. That's embarrassing. That is embarrassing. You telling me that I gave you 20, reported, 10, $20 million to fight a guy that's tailor-made for you. Because Jose Ramirez and Rolly is tailor-made for Ryan. Jose Ramirez is tailor-made for Devin. I'm giving you guys a bag, and you guys want and you got another bag. The least you could give me, forget about the fans. There's a lot of people that's complaining, oh, what about the fans? The fans. All right, fight for me. How about that? If I'm Turki Al-Sheikh, all right, you fight for me, motherfucker. I gave you the fucking million. What do you mean that you don't have no urgency? You don't have an urgency? You don't have a killing instinct? I gave you fucking money. You come begging on my front door, Devin Haney and Bill Haney. You beg me. Nobody was giving you a fucking money, motherfucker. You a BLK prime fighter. Before I got you off the streets, top rank, bid for $2.4 million to fight Sandor Mountain. Nobody gave a fuck about you. Eddie Hearn didn't give nothing about you. You were suing Oscar De La Hoya. I gave you money. And this is what you're going to do to me? Run like a bitch in Times Square and put the city that never sleeps to sleep? Get the fuck out of here. Man, I want to see I want to see Turki Al-Sheikh speak like that to somebody. I want to see Turki Al-Sheikh speak like that. That's the way this shit sound. Bill Haney calls Turki Al-Sheikh, hey, what you think about we want Teofimo Lopez? You the one what? What do you Bill, what you want what? No, I want to see Teofimo Lopez versus Bruce Ennis. I don't want to see you again. Maybe Ryan, because both of you laid an egg, but you're not getting the type of money I gave you. Who the fuck you think I am? Who the fuck you think I am, Bill? You think I'm some type of sugar daddy? You would not receive no paydays from me. Run the fuck out of my office like you ran in the ring. Run the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of my face. Run outside of the office like you ran versus Jose Ramirez. You would put time, the city that never sleeps, to sleep. Incredible. You're special in that, fucking motherfucker. That's what Devin Haney is special on. Putting the city that never sleeps to sleep. I can't wait. And that's why they begging right now. And that's why Bill needs to tell all these boxing channels, yo, Devin Haney and Teo. Devin Haney and Teo. Come on, say Devin and Teo. Come on, guys. I need you, man. I need you because this bag is about to leave the Haneys. Without Turki Al-Sheikh, Devin Haney is a BLK prime fighter right now. Because that was the only one that was willing to give them a bag. Not Top Rank, not Matchroom Boxing, not Golden Boy Promotions. Turki Al-Sheikh is saving people, or at least saving its market value that they had. That's why Bill is calling for Teo now, because he see that Teo is about to get boots. That's the yo Jackie. That's the sad part. That they was going to BLK Prime. They was gonna go to BAQ Prime. But I say this because just like in boxing, what have you done for me lately? People remember you as your last performance. Devin Haney fights. I want this for Devin Haney. Now, this is a fight that I want Devin Haney in. Devin Haney versus Gary Antoine Russell. That's the fight right there. He's free. You're free. Devin Haney versus Gary Antoine Russell. Now, that's the fight. That's the fight that I want to see. That's the fight that I want to see. Devin Haney versus Gary Antoine Russell. And if not, if Teo fights Boots next, then Devin Haney versus Brian Oman Jr. How about that? If Teo fights Boots next and Brian Oman Jr. beats the Japanese guy, which I think the Japanese may upset Brian Oman Jr., but we don't know. If you're going to stay at 147, Brian Oman Jr. versus Devin Haney, how much you want to bet they don't want to take that one? They ain't going to take that one. And if I was Turki Al-Sheikh, I'll say to Devin, you're good. Do you want another payday from the Turk? Go to Top Rank or go somewhere else. Let them do a little show and you come back to me. Do what Edgar Berlanga did. Edgar Berlanga, after Canelo Alvarez, have to work his way back up. I only work with entertainment. See, Turki Al-Sheikh is going to wake up. You know who's going to fuck up you see how fuck up the bag? You know who's going to fuck up the bag? The Devin Haney performance. Guys, the Canelo Alvarez performance. But he got the bug fight already. The Ryans, they going to F up the bag for everybody. Because it's going to get to the place where these guys are only playing safe for the next bag. And what Bob Arum was saying is what I've been saying for a while. I'm telling you. But it is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow we back at it. 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Punch Run Boxing. Subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button. I know the notification that wasn't sent out because I already did like 3 videos within 24 hours. But y'all already know, man. Love y'all. God bless. And on to the next.